Great day to you people. Boy, it got hot quick today. But anyway, so listen, you ever notice like a baby, when you have a baby, not necessarily when you have a baby, but have you ever like watched the baby just observe, and you give a baby to a certain person and they can kind of like just be at ease or sleep with no problem, or like even just be laughing and just having a great time. And then you give the baby to somebody else, and it could be a stranger or a person that they should be comfortable with, and they just won't stop crying. I've observed. I'm an observer. So, but anyway, I think that's, the baby hasn't been taught who this person is, or they don't know. So I believe that's the God sense. You know what I'm saying? I remember, and like I said, I'm a work in progress. So it's a lot of things that I did different with my daughters that I do with my sons. So, but anyway, when my oldest son was little, I started paying attention to certain things. It's like I started paying attention to who he would cry with and who he would just laugh and have a good time with. And as he got older, I started paying attention to like who he would give dap to, who he would give pounds to or shake hands with, and who he wouldn't give hugs to or dap to. Because I mean, like sometimes he would just run up to people and just give them hugs, and like, I don't know this guy. What the hell is going on here? So, but I've come to realize that he was in tune with his soul. That was his God sense. You know what I'm saying? So now with my youngest son, I didn't, a lot of people didn't agree with it, but I didn't force him to hug people. I didn't force him to shake hands or give dap to people. He knew to be respectful. He would speak, and he still kind of does that now. He speak, but it's not a force. It's not a forced thing. I don't force him to hug people, give dap, shake hands. He know to speak on it. So, but anyway, what I'm trying to say, or what I'm trying to get at, man, we in some critical times right now. We got to get back to the basics. We got to get back to trusting that inner voice, our God sense. A lot of us I don't know what's going on. We're not trusting that instinct, spirit, whatever you want to call it. I call it God sense. We're not trusting that our inner voice. You know what I'm saying? And I think, that's causing a lot of people to behave and react in a certain way. So all I'm saying, man, is keep this short. It's find time. Find time to listen to your God sense. I mean, I think one of the main reasons I didn't really focus or pay attention early on when my girls were coming up is because of my job career. Now I have a better career. It allows me to have time to trust my inner voice, my God sense. I mean, for the people who keep saying, well, I don't have time. Listen, if you got to get up early in the morning to make that happen, or turn off the radio while you on your way to work or coming from work, you know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do, but find time, man. We got to get back to the basics. So many of us are distracted. We distracted. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. We allow people and things to kind of like get us out of our groove. Nowadays people call it that vibe. You know what I'm saying? So trust that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are like, after the fact, we're like, man, I knew I felt something different. I knew I felt kind of funny about that person or that situation. You know what? That's your God sense talking to you. We got to get back to that, man. Because right now we running a lot of people And not everybody, but a lot of people are running off of what society is telling them to do and how they family and friends are telling them to behave or what to think. Man, listen, you were created with everything you need inside of you already. You know what I'm saying? And just like a baby can sense without even being able to talk who's cool and who's not, man, we all have that. We all have that inside of us. So with that being said, man, let's get back to the basics. Create an environment where you can hear your voice, your inner voice, man, so you can start trusting your God sense. All right, man, we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to improve. Y'all have a good one, man. One.